here in Bowling Green, Kentucky at the 6th annual Pro-Touring Truck Shootout. We're here with Old Yeller, which you know is a fresh build that we just wrapped up. We're out here to support the autocross truck community, and there is a lot of trucks here that are kind of shooting out for the title of the ultimate truck. We'll start.
Red-handed. You two are the best. Enjoy yourselves.
The Pro-Touring Truck Shootout is on its way. Everyone's having a great time. Let's just get it on.
3, 2, 1. I'll just stay here down the drag strip.
Spraying up at the bottom of that intake.
It's a sending unit.
It is?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that's not bad.
We can fix
That could be way worse,
That
Keith.
is doable, boys.
As I'm pulling up there, I looked at the cluster and the oil pressure dropped off to 0. So I stopped and I backed up, and then it started floating back around. And I've had an oil pressure sensor go bad before, where the readings will be off.
Yeah.
But he noticed that it was pouring oil out of the bottom side of the truck. So pushed it over here, and it turns out that it just broke the sensor or the seal underneath it or something. But as soon as it sensed pressure, it literally sprays oil through the oil pressure sensor.
Oh man.
And then of course everything smokes and makes a big mess out on the track. So the other guys had to wait a minute to clean up my disaster.
They understand.
So in like the race car world, what they do is they remote mount all of them, always. You know, like we did your fuel pressure sensor?
Yeah.
Like, because they vibrate always. So like a lot of times, like race cars will mount them to like the body like isolate them with a hose, so like they can't vibrate. And oil's just shooting through the connector. But by the way, those TKO wipes,
Oh man.
got me fresh.
Got you fresh, fast. What have you been doing?
Riding bikes.
Okay, I didn't have the mic on. Millie, what you been doing?
I've been riding bikes with my friends. Yeah!
This is day one of Pro-Touring Truck Shootout. I'm excited for tomorrow. Tomorrow's 75 degrees and sunny, and there is 70 trucks here ready to race. So this is me getting ready for dinner and a couple drinks. So we'll see y'all tomorrow.
We're still gonna exit, and we may just go ahead and impound right here. And so impound is located along that wall.
Ernie had an idea. I tried to talk him out of it, but it's his event. He's the
You
boss.
literally went like,
Hush, hush, hush. Today's activities, like I said, we're gonna go straight into the shootout. We're gonna run in the following order. We're gonna start with novice. Then we're gonna do T3, T2, T1 manufacturers, and then outlaw will be the final shootout. We'll get the fast guys out there and see what they can do. The course is all back together. It is 99.9% identical to yesterday. We did put all the cones back where they originally were, so some of you are going to struggle today. Some of you are going to get a lot of penalties. Key thing is the finish line. After you go through the timers, those cones still count. So if you come in hot and slide through and take out a cone after the finish, it is a penalty.
You have a question? Right, my truck's broken. So we not run novice first so I can get it welded. The welder and everything's here. So I swapped a 12 bolt out of a 71 C10 into my OBS to narrow the track width so I could get these 315s in the rear. Whenever I welded the new purchase during race prep, I tacked them in, forgot to go back. Yesterday during the last lap, broke the purchase and it let the rear end move. Luckily, Kyle Crocker and Rush Nell lives close by, has a welder, portable rig, brought it. So now we're knocking it out. And hopefully gonna get back on the track today for the shootouts. It's always something. You live and learn. You learn how to fix them. You don't let it keep you down.
All right, good morning everybody, it's day two. And before we get too deep into the events and activities of the day, I wanted to kind of break down the event and introduce you to Arnie Gonzalez. He is the founder, promoter, the man in charge of the Pro-Touring Truck Shootout. This is the 6th annual event, and I want to kind of break down the event and explain some of the classes and some of the events that take place here so that if you guys have never been and you're interested in competing or even just attending, you know a little bit more about it. So, with no further ado, Arnie Gonzalez.
the Pro-Touring Truck Shootout, the standard part of it is autocross, drivability cruise, speed and stop challenge. We've added ultimate truck because there's guys who wanted to just prove that we can do everything, okay? So Ultimate Truck started mostly also because we're at Beech Bend Raceway, which is an iconic drag strip. So that was a big part of it. So the first year we kind of like had it as an option. You don't need to do it. It is an option, okay? So class-wise, starting from the top, we got the big dogs, Outlaw. We got manufacturer's class. Manufacturer's class, they adhere to T1 rules, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But what's gonna happen is any manufacturer, I'll give you an idea, Beltec supports the students. They have 2 different vehicles, they support the students. What that means is they pay for their entry, they have parts on their truck, the banners and stickers are basically, I'm not saying a certain size, but they're pronounced enough that people can see that that vehicle is sponsored by Beltec, things of that nature. So that's manufacturer's class.
So they pick an ambassador or a representative to compete in that one specific class.
You got, after manufacturer's class, we have T1, T2, T3, and novice. It's not based on driver experience because you cannot quantify driver experience. What you can't quantify is the vehicle. So those classes that I just mentioned, if you go to our website, there are rules, guidelines, how much horsepower, what kind of suspension, cage system that you have. So T1, to give you guys an idea, T1 is a class that's a full frame vehicle, okay? We have the situation now, the guy with the Hellcat truck. It's a Hellcat truck with 700 something plus horsepower. He goes, I've never raced before. I go, I can't help you with the never raced before, but I can tell you that your truck, that weapon that you got, that's a T1 vehicle. T2, regular chassis, different weight, different horsepower. T3, same thing. Novice, probably could have called it T4, really. But at the end of the day, that's basically a stock truck with bolt-on suspension, and I'm gonna say limited to like 300 horsepower, something like that, okay? So I hope that helps you guys break down some of the classes. If you do have questions about the shootout, you can go on the website. We have an Instagram account. We have a YouTube channel as well. Not as popular as my man's from Level 7 or United Bike Trucks, but we want to support those that support us. So Jesse wanted some information on the shootout. We want to give you a little intro to the shootout, and next year you got to be a part of it. This is it. If you're into trucks, you're into racing, you're into show and shine, we really want to build up the show and shine. You're a show and shine guy and you're kind of curious about what's going on. This is a show with action on it, okay? With vendors in it, all about trucks. We only carry vendors that got truck parts. So I hope that answers a couple of questions regarding the shootout.
Yeah, absolutely. So like if you guys want to come out for your first time and you don't want to compete, you could do the show and shine and park your truck, and you can still have a blast just watching the competition all weekend. You could even have a good dinner.
Yeah.
You could have a good time. But if you wanted to start in the novice class, say you had an OBS with a drop kit and a stock motor, you could enter the novice class and really kind of work your way up through modifying your vehicle and working on driver skill too. So hopefully this breaks down a little bit more information. You guys are gonna see a lot more racing today. So thanks for doing that, man. I appreciate you.
By the way, it's also with Ford, Dodge, Chevy, and import vehicles. That's a good piece of information.
Yeah, every manufacturer of truck.
Yeah. No El Caminos, by the way.
I think there were 11 drivers, so chip per driver in a bag, and that's how you decide who you're going to race. You draw the number, match the numbers. So it's not random. It is random, not by time. But anyway, I drew the #1 chip against a very fast truck, and our times were only a couple tenths apart. But I decided to kick a couple cones out. So when you're that close, man, 1 cone's 2 seconds. So I was the very first loser of the T1 shootout.
Man.
Yep.
all welded back together. Took it for a test drive up to the main street and back. Took it all down, did a bunch of figure eights, make sure we didn't have anything coming loose. Pinion and everything seems fine. It's running perfect. Got the tires as nice as hot as we can before the event. Ready to rip.
Manual trans.
These guys are like when I bought my OBS, it was like
All right, guys, I got the opportunity to pick my choice for the truck show, and this number 103 is my choice. I think because I can see myself in this truck in a couple years from now. Though this one's really cool because it's a manual transmission, so somebody's done a manual trans conversion. And this truck, like you guys know, like most of them are, it's hard to find a good clean one. This one has not had any rust in the bed, or doesn't look like any in the rockers either, so. I love the stance, I love the wheels, I love that it's a manual trans, so this one's my pick. Look at these straps up so we can go camping.
Let's do it, man.
If I wasn't so slender, I wouldn't fit under there.
I mean, that's true.
That's good.
You out here thieving signs? Golly. Caught red-handed. You two are the best. Enjoy yourself. Oh yeah.
Okay, that's a wrap for this video. I hope you guys learned a little bit about what happens at a truck-only autocross speed stop challenge type of event. There's a lot of neat, unique trucks, a little bit different maybe than some of you guys have seen before, but I hope that you got a chance to see how it operates, what kind of classes you could run in, and hopefully you're not as intimidated as you could have been without seeing this video. I'm sunburnt and thirsty as can be, so that's a wrap. See you guys on the next one.